Hey guys,
AI generated. Sorry.
this can't. Hello everyone and welcome to Drink Dive, the show we dive into new drinks and new topics. I'm here with my co-hosts as always, Life, Luke, Max, and Kate. We have a lot of different topics this episode, a lot of weird ones as well that we will get into a bit later on. But as always, whose turn was it to pick the drink this week? Was it you, Max?
That was my turn, yeah.
I feel like every time I ask,
And I
it's
have
always
chosen-
Max. But yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Good,
maybe
okay.
just don't ask often enough.
yeah.
Today we are drinking Tradie Lager. Should be quite good.
They are.
Yeah.
As you can clearly see, four of us have dressed up in tradie clothes. The other one just wore a white shirt.
The other one has a fucking pencil in his.
He has a
in his
pencil
hair.
in his ear, so I guess that counts.
Yeah.
It counts, yeah.
Life. What is the alcohol
good.
percentage on that?
1.2. Oh, 6%. Sorry.
I was gonna say, may as well be drinking what I'm drinking.
1%.
Whereas on the other
No,
hand,
4.2%. Sorry, it says a bunch of numbers in the back here.
Super
It
Chris.
says,
if you are under the age of 12, will actually rather what I'm drinking. I'm drinking the new. It's not really new, but it's new in Australia. Glow Berry Prime. Now I've been told this tastes like a
Yum.
watered down Warhead. And yes, my it is already open because my brother had to have a try of it. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see how I rank it compared to these ones because these are my four favorite flavors. See if it goes anywhere over there. It doesn't really matter though because this is really about the tradie lager. So, any early thoughts? I know Kate is gonna she's had shit drinks for the past 3 weeks. She's kind of sick of it.
Yeah, to be honest. I given up at this point. I just drink what I'm given, and I won't ever like it, but that's fine. You know, whatever.
I expect it to taste like a pretty normal beer. Probably not too much special about it. But yeah, it's a normal beer, I think. That's my expectation.
That's the
It'll be
problem.
obvious.
I don't like beer. That's why I'm not gonna like it. I mean, it might shock me a lot.
Well,
I'm going in open-minded. I'm going in open-minded. I can't have any expectations because I'm probably I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty average, just beer, and that's fine. Hopefully, we get jack shit on the can. It says super crisp, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We haven't been told anything. I'm gonna go in face value.
It's
basically.
quite a new drink. So I haven't heard anything about it yet. So yeah, I'm excited to see what it tastes like.
And just quickly, if you're not from Australia, because obviously you don't call them a tradie over in America. What's a tradie? A tradie is a tradesman. Your electricians, your plumbers, your bricklayers. Has a lot of different trades. So, in case you're wondering what the hell a tradie is, electrician is basically basically to sum it up. But get
Specs.
open your cans. Oh, and do we have a pour test today, Life?
Yes, we do.
Loves
With
it.
the beer, and this time I'm not gonna spill it like most.
I can already smell it. It
I've
smells.
learnt the
It
hard
smells
way.
like this one.
It smells like beer.
this.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I learned the hard way not to drink beer out of a can.
You know what? It's actually
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Do all
not
of you have a
that
cup?
foamy.
No, Max doesn't. Because Max doesn't have a beer glass.
Oh, good. I was gonna say, wow, thanks for letting me know, guys.
It looks
Alright,
very
hang on.
clear.
Getting a cup.
Well, Kate's going to be the only one drinking out the can, I guess.
Oh, can I get a cup too then?
Yeah, well, Max is gone, so you may as well.
Sure.
Okay, I'll be back.
And describe what you guys are looking at.
Smells way better than last week. What's Sean
It's
said?
very clear. I feel like there's gonna be some lighter type of beer, like Corona maybe type of thing.
If you guys didn't see as well last week,
light.
yeah, if you guys didn't see last week, it was my drink, and I chose the worst rated drink on this podcast ever in the Hotmosphere. They did not like it, and I was expecting Max to pick this drink after he was talking a bit about it. So
Sorry, I'm back. I ran all the way downstairs. I only slid down the stairs. Okay,
Jesus.
got it.
Okay, so pour it in, Kate. You're gonna have to pour it in, and then.
Oh.
So yeah, once again, you won't get the clicky sound of when you open up a prime on my one because mine's already open. So
Unfortunately.
unless you still get it, no, you don't get it.
What are you?
Are
Close one.
you doing a pour test, Dorian?
Nah. Primed
Ah.
all the primes look exactly the same. Like it's stupid. It's stupid how they all look the same. But
All right, let's have a try then.
ladies and
It
gentlemen,
actually
Alright.
smells quite good.
it
Cheers.
smells like a
Smells.
beer.
Alrighty.
Cheers to
Cheers.
you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
It's very light. It's very light.
Mm,
It's actually
very light,
drinkable.
Yeah.
Very drinkable. You could just cheers.
It's definitely looks like a drink that would go with a schnitty, for sure.
It tastes like bread. Oh,
That's what-
jeez. All right.
What?
Okay,
No
so
way.
so life's already fucking downed it.
Yeah, that's how easy it is to drink. I just wanted to demonstrate.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna be feeling that.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
It is
good.
pretty easy to drink.
Yeah.
Not
It's not
that I
as-
like the taste of it, but it's easy. It goes down easy.
I think that's with most beers.
Almost. It's very watery.
I don't usually drink beer, so
I was kind of
No.
looking at Max when I said that because he
yeah, Max.
Wait, what?
are most beers like really easy to drink.
Um,
For me, yeah.
For Max.
It depends.
how
It depends
strong.
on what type of what beer. Like most beers, yeah.
Yeah.
IPAs and XPAs, I don't like as much.
Well, yeah. Last week was an IPA, no. You go-
Yeah, that was IPA. But the beers and lagers, they're quite good.
Life's
quite
about to
easy.
fucking vomit. What's going on there?
no, it's just all the air from the
well-
carbonation.
Okay. Well, life. What do you
Mm.
think? What do you think of this drink?
Gassy. Okay.
I like this, and I can imagine just getting like a 4 or 6 pack and easily drinking them like that. I don't know how strong it is, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I like it.
What do you rate it?
I rate this a solid 8 out of 10 because it's pretty watery, it's light, but it's also very drinkable. So for beer, this is really good, especially for people that don't like beer that much. This is pretty good. 8 out of 10.
Well, yeah. Let's go to someone who actually doesn't like beer. Kate.
You know what? It's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm nearly finished. I've got nothing left. This is it, and it's pretty easy to drink. It's not that strong. It doesn't have that strong of a bread taste, which, that's always a plus for me. Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's pretty easy. It goes down easy. Doesn't have a gross like alcohol taste. It has a little bit of a kick, but that's it. Nothing bad. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 as well. It's not that bad. Like if I
Doesn't-
was given this, I'd drink it and I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't be like, ew, what the fuck is this? I'd be like, oh, thanks. That's like a tradie would.
All
I'm
right,
like,
we've gotten Kate into
I'm
beers
chill.
now, guys.
oh,
Kate's gonna start drinking
no,
a bunch of beers now.
no, not. We're not at that stage yet. But,
All
but
right, well,
we're getting there. We're getting there.
we're getting there. Jesus Christ, Luke.
Maybe.
That's cool.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with this beer. It's just it's average. I reckon if you went on a night out or to a party, you could go through a bunch of these easily. It's not as strong as other beers. It's very, very smooth. So it's enjoyable. It's just a bit on the average side. I'll give it a 7.5.
Actually, what I expected. Like
All right,
I
well,
got what I expected. Yeah.
well,
Can't
Maximus.
complain.
Well, for the price of it, it's actually quite good. It was a little bit on the cheaper side. And I was kind of expecting, with the cheap price, you usually get a cheap shitty drink. But it's actually quite nice. It's like they said, it's a bit watered down, so you don't get the stronger taste. and it's not as high a percentage.
True.
Is all right, but yeah. I do wish it was a bit stronger, a bit higher percentage, but that's fine. I would probably give it 8.5 to that. Yeah, but overall,
bad.
quite good.
It definitely seems like a much better step up from the last like 2-3
For
weeks.
sure.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh, 100%.
sure.
Yeah. So it looks like.
And it was cheaper, which is a plus. which is a
yes,
big
Max.
plus.
Yeah.
How much per can?
For it was a 6-pack, about 15 to $20, for a 6-pack, which is quite good. Yeah.
All right, now time to say, go away, guys. It's time for me to talk to the 12-year-olds. This does not taste like berry at all, but it's actually not bad. It tastes like green apple, which I know Kate does not enjoy from the Gatorade.
Mm.
Mm.
It actually does taste very similar to that. Because it does. I did look at the back of it, and it does say sour apple berry flavor. Even though it's glowberry. Where's the apple?
Weird.
It's also surprising that they haven't made an apple flavor.
True,
Like-
actually.
That maybe is the apple flavor.
But maybe
Have you
now
ever
this
saw
is
what
the
a
apple flavor.
glowberry is?
I thought it was just
Yeah.
berry. I don't know what a glowberry is. Anyways,
Probably just the design.
so where does this rank
I'm
among
gonna search it up.
these 4 primes? My favorite's lemonade for sure. It literally just tastes like watered down lemonade. And then it's probably orange, and then this. I think this. My whole camera, man. I think this passes watermelon. Just.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Everything dies when I move my camera. But yeah. Overall, I give it a 6.5. Like, it's not that drinkable in your everyday life, but if you go to gym, which 2 out of the 3 of us, out of the 5 of us here don't, it's probably a decent drink for you. But 12-year-olds, go buy this. It's officially in 7-Eleven, so you don't have to go to a dodgy Izzy Mart near your
Yeah.
school location. That one is a fact.
I don't think that many people have eczema right near the school, but
Exactly. Only certain people. Anyways, life's gone. And it is.
also, Dorian, in the meantime, I just searched up glowberry is
Mhm.
sour apple and berry flavor, so it's not like
Oh.
full berry. It is sour apple flavor, basically.
Okay. Well, then
If
that
that means
that,
anything
that
to
makes
you.
sense why. I also got told, sorry, that this tastes like a watered down warhead, and it doesn't. It doesn't taste like I was getting really excited because I love warheads, and that let me down. But
That's sad.
it is very sad. But we're going to move on to our first topic here. We last week said to you guys we were going to watch a movie.
Oh, yeah.
That movie was Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, let me start this off by saying I have a totally different view than the other 4 here, because I know the lore of
I
Five Nights
do
at Freddy's.
too,
Well, to an extent,
to
To
an
an
extent. I
to
know
an
the basic law, which was basically covered in the
which is
movie,
basically covered.
so
You don't understand the whole Vanessa stuff. Anyways,
So I just yeah.
we won't try. I won't try and say too many spoilers. But if it comes out, it comes out. So I'm gonna now just hand this off to these 4, and then I'll say my thoughts afterwards. I'll start off
Okay.
with, I don't know, Luke.
Right. So I went into this movie completely blind, really. Like, I've seen a few Markiplier videos on FNAF, and that's about it. So, look, the production was great. The animatronics looked great. The cinematography was, for the most part, great. However, if you're going like me, with barely any context, it's mid as fuck, this movie. It's really mid. I think the dialogue was, and the script was a bit, I don't know, a bit lazy. I think the subplot was a bit just boring. Didn't really get hooked onto that. But yeah, I'm sure if you know the lore like Dorian, then, well, he was pissing his pants when he was watching.
We'll get into
Um,
me later.
There's some pretty good standout like comedic moments. I really like the way they introduced some of the animatronics. Not as a jump scare, but you know, they got creative with how they brought them into the movie. You just have to watch it. What's his name? Josh Hutcherson? Is that his name? He's not a good
Yes.
actor, bro.
Josh
He's,
Hutcherson.
he's not.
What?
Apart from like the Hunger Games, if you're going into a Josh Hutcherson movie, you know it's gonna be pretty. But yeah,
What?
it was still. I'll stand by that. It was still pretty enjoyable. Some of the other actors did pretty good, but it was sort of on the mid side for me because I don't know shit about FNAF. So that's my take.
What would you rate it out of 10?
6. 6. I could
Fair
get
enough.
through it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'll move on to Max. I'll save Life actually for last because he had seen it twice. So, Max?
Just like Luke, I haven't really played the games myself. I don't know much of the lore. I have seen gameplay of it though. I know a few people who have who played it when it first came out, the original one. And I kind of when I went in there, I kind of understood the gist of the game, kind of like blocking out the characters and trying to survive the night. It was a little bit frustrating with the other people in the cinema. There was a lot of hardcore fans there that just ruined the whole experience for me. It was just people behind us and the people on the whole side of the cinema. They were just
Dickheads.
screaming every 2 minutes. I swear to God. It was just too frustrating and too hard to concentrate on the movie itself. Which was a huge, huge minus. It was pretty good. As as a movie. I'd probably give it like a maybe 7. It definitely can be like a rewatched, I think, a few times without getting too old. There was a bit during the middle that I thought was a bit weird. How I don't want to do any spoilers, but movie kind of really switched up in its kind of genre, and that was just way too confusing for me. But yeah, it kind of flipped back again for the ending part. So that was a bit confusing. But overall, pretty good movie. If you get the movie, if you get the lore behind it, please don't be a dickhead and scream during the movie. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. I mean, these are the reviews I expected so far. So we'll move on to Kate.
Look, quickly on the note of what Max has been saying. Look, you're allowed to cheer if the whole cinema's cheering. Go ahead. They and Barbie, all of that. A little cheer here and there. Go ahead. But if you're constantly throughout the entire movie snickering behind me, giggling behind me, laughing at nothing behind me, talking loudly with your friend behind me, and then swearing loudly at the whole cinema behind me, then I'm gonna smack you in the face because what is wrong with you?
Not only that, the people in front of us as well. Like,
Oh.
True.
Just piss me
Our
off.
theater,
It's like,
it was just
okay,
full of yappers.
the theater etiquette is disgusting, and I think it's also okay, look, go ahead, be a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. Go ahead. I'm not gonna judge you, but there are some fans that are a little bit strange, a little bit weird. It's like the Stranger Things fan. It's like with Eddie. It's like they make it their entire personality. Like if Stranger Things was aired in the cinema and Eddie came on, people would be yapping behind me too, I reckon. I'll have to smack them silly. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. There was just this one individual behind me that if I saw her again, it wouldn't be very safe. But anyway, regardless, the movie was good besides that girl there. It was alright. Like I understood the basic lore. I feel like they changed it a little bit. They made it a little bit more sad. But I mean, it's got lots of potential. The whole overall story is pretty entertaining and pretty unique in its way. I think the way they execute the story could have probably been a little bit better because it had so much potential, and they sort of, I don't know, they could have. I felt like a lot of the scenes repeated themselves. Like the amount of times we saw the dream sequences.
Going
No
back,
spoilers, but as a general, like we get it. We saw the first time. We're seeing the same thing over and over again. We get that he's dreaming. Like we didn't need to see the entire thing, like every single time he was dreaming it. So yeah, that was definitely a downside because I'd be watching it again and I'd be like, okay, we get it. Like we've just seen it. Like I feel like I was just pressing replay on the same thing. And I was like, that could have been used for like other things to sort of add to the story. But so in that sense, I agree with Luke that the script and the pacing of the movie was a little bit poor. But the animatronics were really cool. The scenes were really cool. The lighting was really cool. Didn't really get jump scared, which, I mean, it was a movie that was half for kids, so I didn't expect much. But it was better than I expected, which was saying something. And I know it meant a lot to those FNAF fans out there. Maybe it meant a little bit too much to one of them that was sitting behind me. But I think
leave her alone.
no, I can't. She ruined my entire night. I can't with her. But I think as a whole, like, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't bad. Maybe if I'd seen it with a different crowd, I would have enjoyed it more, but I just couldn't because my blood was boiling every time I go opened her mouth. But yeah, I think it was good. Wasn't bad. I probably wouldn't see it again though. That's which
Right.
leads us to
But hold on, no, rating out of 10.
7.5. Same as the drink.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Well, yeah. Speaking of someone who's watched it twice, not even I've seen it twice. I don't know why you went and watched it twice, but anyways, Life. What are your thoughts, mate?
So initially, what I thought was, my thoughts were skeptical because it's really hard to adapt a game into a movie, especially if it's a game where you just sit on one spot the whole time, left and right. But what they did with it was pretty interesting. I liked it. There was a lot of cameos. Well, not too many, but a bunch of YouTubers. And when they showed up, everyone just clapped, and I didn't know what was going on because I didn't recognize them at first. But the second time watching it, I was like, yeah. Getting to that, watching it the first time was pretty good. It was just a movie, right? But when you go in the second time, the whole dream sequence, the music, everything just becomes so repetitive, and it just feels weird at that point, and it gets very old very fast. So, what I would rate it out of 10, a solid 6 as well. That's why I rated it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say because the others already said a lot about it, which I think as well. And cool.
Well,
Okay.
it's I guess it's time for an actual person that knows shit about this franchise. So, this movie, I will 100. By the way, can I just say as well, that girl that Kate keeps talking about, I did not hear her once during the cinema.
She was right behind me. That's
What?
why.
I could
I
not
heard
hear
the
her
whole time.
once. I was sitting next to Dane, and by the way, Dane's going to be on the podcast next week, so stay tuned for Dane. I was sitting next to him, and I couldn't hear anything. And we were like, he kept asking me questions about stuff, so I had a great time. I had a great experience. Besides the bitch in front of us that just would not shut up and swearing, she was
I didn't
definitely.
hear her.
I
I
had
think
to
you got
fall.
talking about the same one, but
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're talking. She was behind us. She wasn't in front of us.
No.
She was
No.
behind
There
us.
was someone. No, there was someone in front of us as
And
well.
she yelled out at the front of this. She yelled out at the start of the movie. She was like, "Shut up, bitch! Or I'll fucking make you!" Like that
I
to the
thought they
entire
were-
crowd. And then she was
was that-
talking the whole time.
Was that not in front?
It was she was
That's what I
she
thought
was
as well.
behind us. That's the one
That
that was
was- that
behind us.
was-
I saw her
That
leave.
was in front.
That was in front,
was in
Kate.
front.
It was
in front.
behind us.
No,
It was
it was in
behind us.
front. No,
It was
there were
behind
ones
us.
behind us.
Okay.
I saw her stand
I
up.
saw
and
her
she
turn
yelled
around. I saw her turn around.
Yeah.
It was in front. Anyways,
And then
saw
I
her.
could But I could also hear the people in the back.
Yeah, same. There was
Anyway.
a
No,
lot of
she was behind us.
It was both.
Literally-
It was both.
Yeah.
I would literally look behind me and she would be chatting away. I saw her in action.
Basically,
Anyway,
moral of the story:
um,
don't talk during movies unless you're very quiet. But in saying that, this movie is amazing for people who understand the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. Otherwise, it's just it's basically what they've described it as. But I don't want to spoil. I'm going to try not to spoil, but I'm going to mention the YouTubers that were in the movie. So Matt Pat, when he made his fucking appearance, was hilarious because he was going on online, saying he wasn't in the movie, and he's
Yeah, I
basically
saw that.
he's been hiding it for a year, basically. So that was very good. And he even said his famous line. So I don't know how they
was the
let him
famous
get away with that. It's just a theory. That's it.
What,
Literally.
what,
That.
oh, is that it?
That's literally it. But if you know, you
Right.
you don't even know who he is, Max, so don't even get involved. And then the taxi driver, who was Corey X Jensen, who, if you know who he is, he doesn't only play FNAF, he plays a bunch of other games as well. He's a very, very popular streamer. Streamer? No, he's not a streamer, is he? Oh, fuck.
YouTuber. Probably.
See, I didn't recognize that at first until I saw a bunch of posts, and I was like, "Oh, that was Corey." Oh shit! But yeah, the opening credits, which these guys have not mentioned, but the opening credits were perfect for setting the scene of the movie. You know, it basically just detailed if you guys can remember it. Otherwise, spoilers, because I'm about to explain it to him. It's basically how the original 6 kids or the original 5 kids got captured and died. That was basically
What?
it in 8-bit form.
I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing that.
In 8-bit form
with the cool music. Well,
with the music, with all
the
the
haunting music.
yeah, with the cool music. You guys
I
might
don't
not remember that.
remember that.
It was in 8-bit form.
I think
It
I was
was a-
trying to. I think I was eating.
It was a
Okay.
it was a perfect, for setting the scene. But if I'm not taking the lore into consideration and I'm looking at it just in face value, it was actually a kind of funny movie. Like, it was stupid and entertaining
surprising.
and funny to see a bunch of animatronics dancing, to seeing the random
They're
balloon
four together.
Freddy just falling. Oh, sorry, was it Chico or Freddy? One of them just falling, and then just all the little balloon boy little sequences, like him just turning up out of nowhere. Like, it was just an entertaining movie, and I actually and it was shot well, in my opinion. It was shot well.
Production was good.
Looking as well at the production behind it as well, because I've seen a couple of videos as well. The set, it wasn't like a pre-built set. They literally went to like an old abandoned factory and just literally built a whole pizzeria inside of another building.
That is some dedication.
So they did a lot of dedication. And sure, it was all over the place in terms of the script. But if you're gonna obviously say that if you don't know the lore, because I did understand what was going on, but I could see how it was a bit confusing for other people. Hence why Luke mentioned it. But yeah, the animatronics looked amazing, and there's probably going to be another 2 movies if it's anything like the games. Next movie, they're probably going to burn everything down. They burn down the Freddy's, and then the 3rd game, he's going to come back as a fucking little chip that becomes into a video game. I don't know, some stupid like that. But overall, I actually give it an 8.5 out of 10. I was going to give it originally a 7.5, but then Kate and Max both gave it that rating, and I was like, I can't be close to them at all.
You want to be different. All right.
I can't be close to them. Another also quick mention about that. It gained a bigger domestic opening day with 39.5 million than the Mario Bros movie, which got 31.7.
Which is surprising.
It is because the Mario movie.
The fandom is so different.
Yeah, but the Mario movie
The
is the
fandom
second.
for FNAF is so different.
Yeah, but it's the second highest grossing movie of the year. The Mario movie, behind Barbie. I'm not counting Taylor Swift as a part of this,
I was gonna say,
I'm
you
not
sure it's
counting
not the
Taylor Swift.
third?
because Taylor
No.
Swift is not a movie; it's a tour or a concert or whatever you call it.
It's a movie. It's a
Anyways,
concert.
Taylor Swift doesn't matter because we'll talk about Taylor Swift later. Okay, now we just have a couple of quick mention topics because it seems like every time I try to bring up sport, I go on a bit of a tangent. So, I'm gonna quickly
Yeah.
glaze over through a few things. I can't speak English. The NBA started up last week. All 30 teams will be looking to win the championship. I obviously support the Houston Rockets, but I don't think we're winning. So I'm gonna go around and ask these four. Who do you guys think is gonna win? They know nothing about basketball, by the way. Who do you guys think is gonna win the NBA championship? Life.
I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bulls.
Chicago Bulls. Okay.
Booyah.
Luke.
Lakers, LeBron James,
LeBron James. Yes. Max.
the Bron.
I'm gonna go with the 76ers.
God.
Okay. And Kate.
I'm gonna go with the Boston Celtics.
Fuck you.
Or
That,
Celtics.
that was my
I don't know
fucking
which
pick, but now I have to pick a new team.
Oh,
Because the Celtics are who I actually think will win the championship, but I'm going to say the Phoenix Suns. And can I just say, Life, you had the worst pick out of all of us.
Who knows
The
what
Bulls are a shambles.
Rogue,
It's
yeah.
it's not the 90s anymore. Let's put it that way.
I mean,
Jordan.
who knows what will happen?
Michael,
You
can
never
I just
know.
tell you, Michael Jordan doesn't play for the Bulls anymore. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
So
Okay.
another thing just quickly about the NBA is James Harden, who's my favorite player of all time, has been traded to the Clippers. He's been passed around like a... Anyways,
parcel.
Exactly.
Tyson Fury beat Francis Ngannou by decision. I think Ngannou was robbed. It's a boxing fight. They're not going to know anything. Messi. And got a Messi
Messi.
has won his 8th Ballon d'Or. God. Guys, Messi or Ronaldo? Max, I know. Max.
Messi?
Max.
I don't know.
Personally,
Messi.
So
just the height, the speed, just too good.
so he's gone Ronaldo. Life.
Messi is a classic, but he's getting old, so Ronaldo.
You know Ronaldo's 2 years older than Messi. That's crazy.
Doesn't matter. Looks younger.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Did you say my name?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with Messi because
Yeah.
I don't know.
Messi.
Yeah.
You can call him a fraud, but Ronaldo hasn't won a World Cup. That's all I'm gonna say. And you can say Messi won it on penalties. I don't give a shit. Messi's the GOAT. And then Australia's version of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, Mary Fowler is going out with the chin.
Ooh,
Yeah. There's been a
the
photo
chin of
of
Australia and have like 300 yards of chin.
Yeah, Mary Fowler has
Jeez.
been seen holding hands with Nathan Cleary.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he just went to the games.
No. There's literally a photo of them holding hands. So they,
So much better.
yeah. So she definitely can, and so can he. With the money that he has, he can probably do better.
Yeah, actually.
So
He's
yeah,
got a bit of reputation though.
that's her reputation. Taylor Swift joke. But yeah, Mary Fowler and Nathan Cleary are reportedly dating, I guess. I mean, I don't know what Mary Fowler sees in Nathan Cleary. The chin just
Just the big
stands out.
chin, yeah.
Chin's all she sees.
But that is it for our
Yeah.
quick mention topics because I just like to ramble about sport, and there's new sports headlines every
Yeah.
week, and I like to bring it up. We will then move on to something we also mentioned last week, which is a bit of a shame. We mentioned Macca's was doing Free Fries Friday. It turns out it just didn't happen in Australia. I don't know what the deal was there, but we're not getting $1 medium fries, I guess, every Friday.
Hey, 30 days, 30 deals though.
30 days, 30 deals though.
Ooh.
Today's deal was a cheeseburger and a chicken and cheese with a small Coke and a small fries. And how many of us
For
bought that?
$5.
And how many of us bought that? I bought it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Max bought it. Luke did not. Luke bought sushi instead.
Hey,
Um,
$2 Big Mac yesterday. Pretty good.
that's a pretty good deal, especially for the first day. But we move on now to, if you guys know Taylor Swift, you know that she was obviously had the #1 song in the country. Kate, do you know what the #1 song was? I actually don't know what the #1 song was.
I think it was Anti-Hero or Cruel Summer.
What?
I think it was Cruel Summer. Cruel Summer. It's been at the top of the Billboard. Listen to this.
Oh no, I think.
Okay, she came up with this. She came up with this song 4 or 5 years ago. Cruel Summer, right? And just the last 2 weeks, it's been number one
It's not.
for
It's
the
not Cruel
last 2
Summer.
weeks.
It's not Cruel
after
Summer.
4 years of coming out.
You know what song it is? Bad Blood, featuring
Whoa.
Kendrick Lamar.
What?
Yep.
It is a good song. But no, Cruel Summer has been top of one Billboard. I can't remember which,
Mm.
but
So yeah, she's had the number
2
one
weeks
song in
in
the
a row.
world for 2 weeks in a row. And if you guys were watching KSI in 2019, you guys would know about Dax, the meme, the janitor. He used to always say in his bars that he used to be a janitor. Literally, I'm not even lying. Look it up. He has now taken the number one song off of Taylor Swift in all genres.
What?
He is the number one song in the world. The song is called "To Be a Man," featuring Darius Rucker. whatever
it's
you
so awful.
I haven't heard the song, but I mean, I don't know how
I'm disgraced.
Dax went from being a janitor to being a meme to making covers on like Eminem songs and shit, and now he's produced the number one. So
Above Taylor Swift?
above Taylor Swift.
No, I bet he's paid. I bet he's
How?
paid his way up there.
I don't know how he
There's
can.
no way he would have.
Like Taylor
With
Swift.
Bad Blood and by Taylor Swift and Kendrick Lamar, two huge artists. There's no way he did that on his
Kendrick.
own. There's no way.
Maybe he did, and you know what? Respect to Dax. But
No.
another singer
I
that
don't.
that pops up usually around this time of the year, and in December is Mariah Carey.
Alright.
Oh,
Defrosting Rain.
I
Now,
heard the first song today.
damn, it's already started. But she's
Come on.
being sued
Uh,
for $20 million for that song. All I Want for Christmas Is You, due to copyright infringement.
yes, it's about goddamn time.
Which is just
Honestly.
suspicious
Copyright.
though, because why only doing it now though? That's what I don't get. It's like they've seen how much money she's making and they're like, oh, let's get like
Well.
a piece of it. You know?
Well, I actually have the article in front of me here. I'm not going to read
Oh.
it all, but according to TMZ, Andy Stone and Troy Powers are coming after Mariah Carey for at least $20 million in damages over her song "All I Want for Christmas Is You," which happens to be the name of Andy Stone and Troy Powers' 1989 holiday song. Same name.
Interesting.
No.
Their song made it to the Billboard charts in the 1993 Christmas season, so it is a legit song. It's not like a half-assed $20 million sue for no reason. And I quote from Stone, she palmed off these works with her incredulous origin story, as if those works were her own. So I think she also got sued for this last year. I think she also came up in the news last year about being sued for this song. But
I
Mm,
think copywriting a song name is bullshit.
it's stupid. Do you know how many names have the same song?
yeah,
I mean,
apparently,
how many songs have the same?
What'd you say?
apparently it sounds the same. Like here it says
Play it.
Stone and I'm not going to play it on video.
We're not playing it.
Stone and Powers claim there are substantial similarities in the lyrical hook, melody, and overall feel
Feel.
with those two
That's
Okay.
songs.
no, you can't. That's
The,
ridiculous.
like I understand
The-
the lyrical hook and melody, but you can't copyright a song off of feel.
Exactly.
No, that's not an excuse. The actual music composition, fine. If it's the same, go ahead and sue her. But song title,
I mean-
feel, it doesn't cut it.
I just
Didn't,
think
didn't
I
Ed
just
Sheeran
reckon-
go through a similar thing?
Yeah, he
where,
did. He did.
He was getting sued by
'Cause he did
the,
copy
like,
people.
kind of feel.
He literally did, yeah.
But it was like basically the like feel of it.
He
And-
replicated the
No, but I
composition of songs, Max.
I actually just reckon that like they've seen how big this song gets every year, and they're like, oh, you know, same name, you know, a Christmas song.
I don't
It
think
must
the
be.
name itself
Yeah,
will be
money
enough.
for fun, you know.
Money for fun, yeah.
of course,
Drake-
it'd be a
Drake's-
Christmas
wrong.
song if it's called "All I Want for Christmas Is You." What do
Like-
you think it's an Easter song? So
It is.
like, of course, it's got the same feel, a holiday bop. So then they're probably like, oh, this woman's getting money off it. Let's get some money off of it. You know.
It's
I
so
just think
funny
that
to me as well that song is so
Dodgy.
popular, and I don't think I've ever seen her promote the song after she released it.
True.
No,
I-
but every single year she does a defrosting video. Every single year,
Oh, does
I
she?
see it every year.
Oh, then
Yeah.
Here we go again.
She
Well, there you go.
defrosts.
Well,
I have never seen that.
Max
I
is a
see it
strong
every year.
hater.
She defrosts.
Max absolutely fucking despises that
Like-
song.
I absolutely despise this song. It is
What do you got against the
the
song, Max?
worst. It's the worst thing ever. It's just
But Max, make
too
my dreams come
overplayed.
true. All
I
I want
have
for Christmas is you.
It's you,
I
yeah.
have two sisters that completely overplay the song every single year. It is basically torture at this point.
Well, you
It
just
is
hear this and
Max-
Taylor Swift.
You
Max,
can't. Yeah,
it
you
just
can't.
sounds like you hate songs because your sisters like them. Every single you hate Taylor
No.
Swift because your sisters like them. You don't hate this song because your sisters like them.
Can't wait
Nah.
for next
Give your
week. We're
sisters a
another.
It's
break.
We're,
about
Girls
it's
just wanna
about
have
the
fun. What about
it's
that?
about the overplaying. It's
Yeah.
about the overplaying
Cyndi
of the
Lauper.
song.
This lawsuit,
I
it is bullshit. It's completely bullshit. But with that being said, I don't want to defend this song because I fucking hate it too. I'm on
Yeah.
Max's train here.
I mean,
Fuck
Look,
this song.
it's a catchy song.
Overrated.
It's a catchy song.
Overrated.
It
Overrated.
is.
Overrated.
No.
It is catchy, and it gets you in that Christmas spirit. You know, once you hear it, you're like,
No,
"Oh,
it doesn't.
Christmas is coming."
It
Well,
gets on your head and it doesn't fucking
whenever-
leave.
Whenever I
Wish
hear it,
God.
I want to cancel Christmas. Honestly,
Oh,
not worth
jeez.
it.
well, as
So
if, sorry,
dramatic.
as if you have the power to do that. Anyways,
That might be the
Cringe.
compromise you have to make.
Cringe.
yeah. So yeah, Mariah Carey's apparently going to be in court, and she has to fight a $20 million at least in damages court case. We're going to move on now to a bit of a topic that Max likes to bring up for some fucking reason. We have Joe Biden said something. Max, what was this?
Joe Biden is creating a like a bill to restrict AI in companies and commercial use in that. So basically, pretty sure this is the first country to do it. But basically, they're getting companies to notify the government whenever they're training AIs, and AIs that can potentially risk the national security or public health and safety. And they also got to share the results of their assessments. So it's really all about limiting the amount of use that companies are using AI for, which is quite interesting because, we don't know what the companies are doing, or most of them at least, and AI is definitely a evolving technology nowadays. I feel like it's a kind of a good policy to have at the moment. Your
Yeah.
your thoughts on that, guys?
No,
think
I
it's
did
really
read. I did read somewhere. I think Elon Musk and a few other big, tech heads. They held a summit. I think the other day about regulating, who's going to regulate AI, around the world,
Yeah.
because we're not mucking around anymore with this. There's actually got to be regulations now, so it doesn't get out of hand, cause harm to people. So yeah, it's all going down now. This shit's kind of getting serious.
It's a lot of things like that nowadays are getting a lot more serious when it comes to laws and that. Like cryptocurrency is now becoming like, back then it was like nothing, and now it's such a big thing that they have to create these laws. They have to create taxes, that all this type of stuff to deal with it,
Yeah.
basically,
Still
because
very
it's too
new
big.
Facts.
to the law system and everything. Yeah.
Then what I
It always
find,
take a while.
yeah, then what I find really stupid is Max then puts a message in the chat going, "Oh, we should talk about AI beer."
Yeah.
What the
Yep.
fuck's an AI beer?
Now, okay. So, somewhat recently, I went to South by Southwest. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like they have tech tech conferences and stuff, film festivals and all that kind of stuff. Very big in America. It's held there every year except for this year, which came to Sydney. However, during the tech conference, I came across a setup by a company called Deep Liquid, and on the big poster they had at the front, it said AI beer or something like that, and I was just interested, so I had to go up and give it a try, and it's actually quite interesting. What it does basically is you answer these questions basically on how much you like a certain like taste and that kind of thing, and then it gives you a QR code, which you go up to the tap, and then you hold it above the tap and keep it there until it's finished pouring your drink. Um, it's actually quite nice. It's apparently like different for each person depending on their tastes, which is quite cool. It's very unique, I think. Well, I don't know much about the science of it and the, you know,
Yeah,
deep.
it sounds overcomplicated, to be honest. Like, you have to go take a
Mm.
quiz to get a QR code, to put a QR code over a tap for the tap to pour out your beer or your alcohol, I guess. But, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What's the point of that? Just go and order an alcohol or a beer you like instead of having to go through a quiz.
I feel like you do that quiz once, and then you get the QR code, and you can just.
Well, if that's the case,
Yeah.
then it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have to go up to a little tap, little screen for your little AI beer, deep liquid, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you have to keep answering the exact same questions just to get the QR code, it's a bit stupid. But if you have that QR code like
No.
every time and you
Yeah.
can use that, it's kind of cool. I will admit it is.
Yeah.
It
It's like-
is kind of.
So,
It's like, here, try
so
mine.
you do have that option. You do have that option to keep your QR code, but you can always redo the quizzes and stuff and keep the ones
Oh,
that
so
you've
you
had
can't.
before.
So you can't even keep your
Um,
QR code. Like
Oh.
if you
No,
do
you
redo,
can,
if you
you can.
redo the quiz.
You can redo the quiz and keep your
Oh, okay,
like your other barcode,
that's all right then.
which is cool.
Mm.
But apparently, AI machine that creates the beer has been trained with over 200,000 recipes from brewing experts globally, which is
What?
very interesting. It's just there's so many different like I didn't even know there was that like many different types of beer, but that is quite interesting. I found. Apparently, the company found that this was the best way to connect with customers, because apparently they couldn't keep up with the amount of like um, requests and stuff. But now they are able to answer every single one of those and take in all this feedback from customers, which is really good for their company, obviously. But yeah, I just found that such an interesting topic. I wanted to talk about that. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, when
What are your thoughts
when
on
you
that?
when you brought up the idea of AI beer, I was like, "What? You have to drink it out of your phone? Like, what the fuck? This sounds like the stupidest thing of all time." Because for
It's
preference,
just like AI created
yeah.
beer.
For reference,
basically.
Max didn't tell us anything before this.
Yeah.
So we what he just said to us then is the first time we've heard it, and now that you've said it, it's actually quite cool.
It's an interesting concept. I think it's a little bit unnecessary, but it's
Yeah.
interesting. I'd like to see it with other beverages that's not beer,
Drinks.
to be
Yeah.
honest. If you can create
Yeah,
like
I
your own
agree.
really custom cocktail or shot or
Ooh,
something,
yeah,
I think
that'd
that'd be
be
pretty
nice.
cool. Not beer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beer,
beer is
I'll
very
be
similar.
interested to see that. To be
beer's
honest,
beer. To be honest,
beer's
yeah.
beer.
So
The cool thing is that it was instantaneous. The way that like they didn't have to, I didn't have to wait for it. It was
How
just
long
I
was
get the
the
questions,
overall process, Max?
say a minute or less. Just it honestly depends on how long it takes to answer the questions.
wow.
Basically, if you just kind of go, oh yeah, and then get the QR code, scan it, bang, it's instant,
Well,
and it's completely different for every person.
I can't wait for him
It
to
is
find
super
rules to
fascinating.
regulate shit like that. Because like there could be some like dodgy shit with that we don't know. Like how the fuck are they making? What was it? 20,000 or 2,000 different recipes in the space of a minute?
200,000.
200,000
Yeah, how
recipes
does that
in the
work?
space of a minute. That's something
Immediate.
dodgy's going on there. But
That's
guess-
just the amount of that's just the amount of kind of information that they've got.
but
So
that's still
so that's the amount of recipes that they've got. incorporated into this technology.
Yeah, it's still dodgy.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, on BuzzFeed quizzes or something when like if you select a certain answer, then you immediately get like the certain like response or whatever. I feel like it's just like that where it's like it's just got like a few couple options on standby, and if you answer a certain question, it goes, "Oh look, you like this. Let's just give you this." Like it's
Well, it
not
has
like that
200,000
custom,
options.
No, I
That's the
don't. I
thing.
doubt. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get
In
the
a minute,
concept.
I don't
They
know.
say that. They say
I
that.
don't believe it. I don't buy it.
Yeah, there
I
is
don't know.
there is some dodgy going
Call me
on there, but
skeptical.
I mean, maybe it'll improve as we go on. Maybe by like 2030, we could actually be seeing AI beer in pubs. Like these tradies here, these
Gonna
ones
ruin the
could
vibe.
be getting AI fucking beer. But we'll move on from AI beer,
Yeah.
Max. That was actually more interesting than I thought it was going to be. And we're going to move on
Thank
to
you.
something that is very devastating. We actually did not have a midweek video this week because Luke
Has
just
other stuff going on.
has had other stuff going on, and it makes sense. But at the same time, don't worry, you'll get that same video next week. So that's all good. But I also have a topic to bring up about that. What do you guys reckon about starting a Minecraft Let's Play on this channel?
Starting a server.
Starting a
surely.
Minecraft server on this channel.
Yeah.
So I think
Sure,
it would
why not?
be. I think it'd be stupid as shit. Just to see what goes
Funny
on.
as shit.
Like not even like it could just be episodic weekly, and we can still have it like different games midweek. I just think it'd be fun. I don't know. I'm just bringing that
Mm.
up. Kate does not look
I
amused.
think it'll be fun. It's,
No, it's just about time. We struggle to even find just one night to do.
Well, at the
this.
same time, like the footage, we can film like 5 episodes in one night.
I swear to God, if we
just
if we
play for,
do
like,
this,
3-4 hours.
if we do this, please, Dorian, edit this, not me.
I'll edit it.
Um,
I'll edit it. Yeah, I'll edit it. Don't worry.
Sure. I think it'll be fun. Absolutely. Getting us all on Minecraft. It's not the drinking sort of game you'll do. So
Yeah.
we'll do it at other
Yeah.
times. We'll have other drinking games,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's
But-
just a bunch of fun with friends, and we can have Mitchell join us as well every episode,
I mean, it's Minecraft. How could it go wrong? Honestly.
The only way it can go wrong is if
Exactly.
you guys don't install Bedrock. But that's a whole different story that for the viewers not to worry about. But we have some sad news actually to bring. Unfortunately, actor Matthew Perry has passed away. Rest in peace to him. All of
Emma.
our thoughts are with his family and his loved ones at this time. So he was obviously most
Yeah.
known for his role in Friends. So with that in mind, in honor of Matthew Perry, our list for this week is our top 5 favorite TV shows of all time. All time. This can be from your childhood. This can be from last week. This could be from whenever you want. Now, I'm gonna start because my honorable mentions, one of them's a questionable one, and I want to get your opinion on it. So the first honorable mention for me is Total Drama, because
That's on my list.
because
Shut up. That's on my list.
that had Island World Tour, the other one, and the other one. There's just so many of them. The host is like something's wrong with the host. He gets crazier every fucking season.
It's brilliant.
It's amazing storytelling. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know if any of you have watched this, but as a child,
It is good.
I loved Pocoyo.
Really?
No idea what that is.
Pocoyo?
Pocoyo. So it's
How do you spell
Pocoyo. Pocoyo. It's this little kid that just like basically runs around. It's an animated cartoon. He's wearing a blue hat. He has these little friends that he plays around with.
Like a duck and whatever else.
Yeah. But my questionable
Oh.
one, and I want to get your opinions, and I already know Luke's opinions. We spoke about this. And this is why it's not in my top 5. Do you guys think that WWE can be classed as a TV show? Because it is as
No.
they call it,
Reality.
as they call it. Okay, but
I can give my
but
argument for yes.
the Housewives are still a TV show. Those reality shows are
It's
still
reality
TV shows.
TV though.
It's still a TV show.
Yeah.
Like WWE calls it episodic weekly television.
Episodic and episode is
Episodic.
Well, in America, in America,
of
it,
episodic
it
natures.
does it is like over air on American TV,
It's-
like
it's-
over the air,
And yeah, I guess
consistent time on its own channel. I would argue it is a TV show. It's an interesting one.
yeah,
Like
sure.
it's on Fox.
It can be
and
whatever
stuff,
you want it to be.
but that's why it's not in my top 5 because it would get questions. So number 5, and this was obviously higher until the new season. Number 5 is Sex Education. It probably was at like 3 or 4, but they fucked it, and we've been through that. Go watch our podcast from like a month ago. Number 4 is Rick and Morty. So
Oh yeah.
that it's a classic show. I haven't actually started the new season yet, which is a bit shameful for me, but got to get around to watching that Rick and Morty. I mean, it's my type of comedy, Number 3 is Sonic Prime, because why would it not be a list without a Sonic in there? Guys, you think I'm a Sonic fan? You think I'm a Sonic fan? No, Sonic Prime is actually a pretty good like animated 3D show. It looks really good. It's a Netflix original as well. There's been 2 seasons already, and there's a 3rd coming out. Can't wait for that.
It says Jacksepticeye is in the cast.
Sonic Prime.
Yeah,
What?
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, there you go.
that's weird.
There you go, guys. Number 2 is You, TV show that stars Penn Badgley. That is a very, very good TV show. The 4th season, like, it was good, but it could be better, and it is coming to an end as well. There's only one more season left, where I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Joe Goldberg's going to go on another killing spree. And the number 1 is undoubtedly, and I don't know if you can see the 2 posters that are in my room, like this one and the one that's back there.
Yeah.
It's Stranger Things. Now, no, I was not someone who made Eddie my whole personality. I don't even like that Eddie character. I didn't actually really get. I didn't really like it, to be honest. I didn't really like Eddie as a character. Well, sad when he died, and if you haven't seen the show and I've just spoiled it for you, not my problem. Yeah, that is my top 5. Just to reiterate: Sex Education at number 5, Rick and Morty, Sonic Prime, You, and then Strangest Thing. All right, who's next? Oh, don't all shout at me at once, guys.
I'll get it over with.
The next. Oh no, you go.
Okay. Well, I don't really have any honorable mentions, but I'm going to start with my number 5, which is The Walking Dead. I watched it a long time ago, and I think the first few seasons are the best, and then like a lot of shows, like a lot of trilogies or movie franchises gets worse. But the beginning was really good, so that's my number 5. My number 4 spot was, which is where I wrote down is, where is it?
Don't know, mate.
It disappeared off my paper as we speak.
Went for a walk.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you found it.
Number 4 was South Park. Yeah, it's a pretty good show. I like how it addresses a lot of things in society and kind of makes fun of it. Especially with the newest Disney episode where they make fun of Disney. It's very true what they say. My number 3 is Squid Game.
Really?
Yes, I actually liked the show. It was something different. It was a lot of hype about it, but I didn't watch it when the hype was a thing. I watched it afterwards, and I was like, "No, I get why this was pretty hyped." And I don't know how the second season's going to be, but I don't know. Not going up there with the highest expectations. I'm not gonna lie. Then number 2, Regular Show, a classic. I was guessing everyone was going to say Regular Show, or a lot of people.
I was going to have it as honorable mention, but I knew at least 3 people here would have it somewhere in their top 5 honorable mentions, so I decided to stay away from it.
It's a really good show. And then number 1 is, I would say, Cobra Kai. This was a really hard decision, but it really resonates with me because I do martial arts and I really like the original movies. I watched the first season when it first came out on YouTube Red, and I was mesmerized. I liked it, and then I just grew with it as it came out. Yeah. And that's my top 5.
Since when did you do martial arts?
Since I was in year 3.
Oh, that's new. Something I just learnt, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. All right,
Well.
well, fair enough. Decent top 5. A lot of shows in there that I actually completely forgot about as well, like Squid Game,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, I
is
know.
surprising for being one of the biggest Netflix shows. But who wants to go
True.
next?
I'll go next. Okay. And this is the same with all the lists that we come up with. This is just things that I can think of in the moment. I'm sure there's plenty of other shows that I love and appreciate,
Yeah.
but this is in the moment. The first things that came to my mind in the last 10 minutes. Okay.
I told
So
you earlier
honorable
today.
mentions.
Okay, but by the way, can I just preference? Kate has had at least 10 hours to think about this list.
I
So-
didn't. I had other things on my mind. Okay, look, priorities. Okay, so honorable mention, I would say, is it's a tie between two of them. Guys, pick a number. Hang on, pick a number between 1 and 2.
Say
Go.
one.
1. Okay. Shameless. It's a classic. Shameless. It's funny. It's a little bit
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So as it was just never really got that boring. It was always interesting and there's always something funny, something cool to watch with it. Okay, number 5, I had the Total Drama series, including Total Drama Island and all of that because I grew up watching it and it was classic. It was very goofy, very funny. I still watch it to this day. If I'm bored and I need something to watch in the background. And then number 4, I had Easy Joe and the Six, which I watched it because I read the book and I loved it. And then me and my sister watched it together. And the cinematography, the music, the story, the way it followed the book, it was brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. It was very good, and I would recommend giving that a watch. And also just the actors are amazing as well. Number 3, I had MTV Town. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched that. It's only on YouTube. It was a movie. It was a TV series, sorry, that I also sort of grew up watching a bit, and it was very cool. Just like really weird. I probably shouldn't have been watching it at the age that I watched it, but I did anyway because I grew up with older siblings. But no, it's very cool. I've just never seen anything like it before. Number 2, I have Anne with an E because that was such a cute little show that I grew up watching as well. Like I said, I don't really watch TV shows that much. I watch movies more often just because I don't have to stay as committed. It's like it's over and done with, unless it's like a series.
Franchise.
Yeah. But yeah, Anne with an E. The cinematography was beautiful. The story was beautiful. Yeah, it's a really cute show. And number 1 is South Park because, once again, grew up watching it. It's never gets old. It's the silliest show I've ever seen, and it's it's just a fun time. It's like something you can like stick on in the back, like if you just like watch something but don't want to commit to it or like have to think anything. 20-minute episodes each. Like all of them are super silly. My favorite will always be when he was Jennifer, what's her name? Jennifer
Aniston.
Lopez? I don't know. The Jennifers all get confused with me. No, when he became Jennifer Lopez and he became Spanish, that's my favorite episode of all time. Anyway, but yeah, that's it.
I'm still disappointed though that you haven't played the 2 South Park games. I'm like really
Well, because
disappointed.
it's expensive. It's so expensive, Dorian.
I bought it for $9 for Luke for his birthday, and he still hasn't played it. So
I
you don't
get
have
to
a,
it.
you
On
don't
what
have
though?
a
A
Switch.
Switch?
You don't have a Switch.
Exactly. That's the expensive part. Anyway,
Anyways, all right.
whatever.
Luke or
Never
Max?
mind that.
Who's going?
I'm happy to go.
Okay.
I'll just get over and done with. All right, my honorable mention. Don't know if you guys know this one, but The Last Man on Earth. That's just super funny show. It's. Do you guys know what it is?
No.
No.
Okay. Well, basically, it's like a virus kind of sweeps through
Wait,
Earth, and only a few people survive, and it's just everyday people just
Oh.
there trying to survive and
The
stuff.
Last of Us?
Really
Is
cool.
that not it?
But if
No.
But if a few people surprise, then why is it the last man on Earth? Survive.
Because we start off with just him, and he believes that he's the last person on Earth. Until one by one, all these characters come in, and it gets a bit gets a bit intense. But overall, very funny show, very enjoyable. Now number 5 probably definitely needs no introduction. The Office, just a classic funny show that you can always come back to. So many episodes, so many seasons. Just yeah, great. Number 4, The Umbrella Academy on Netflix. I found that really enjoyable. Currently watching it again, over again. But yeah, it's really great. And yeah, I don't know what to say about it. I just like it. Number 3, Witcher. I love the the idea of the world and that kind of stuff. And yeah, just great action, great acting. Cool. Number 2, The Boys. Again, a bit more action, but also some comedy, which is great. And number 1, Vikings. Pretty sure it's on
thought so.
Netflix.
Of
No
course.
surprise.
And
pressed that.
yeah, that's just the storylines in there. It's just so great. The acting is amazing. I love the idea of accurate history and mythology. It's just yeah, it's very good. Love it.
I respect the Vikings pick because there is actually a wrestler in that show. So, and I've spoken to Max about this before, so he knows.
I'm surprised that none of you have said The Simpsons or like
'Cause it's
Seinfeld or something.
Nah, Seinfeld.
Because they suck.
I don't know. You guys always mention one of the two of those things.
When
so-
have I ever mentioned The Simpsons?
No, you, Dorian.
Oh, me. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, Luke, your go.
Yes, you have.
I've never
Nah.
mentioned this. So,
Nah,
Yes,
never.
you did.
Anyway,
Oh, no, Family Guy. You mentioned Family Guy before.
yeah, always. Honorable mentions for me. Regular show. Obviously, I don't think I need to say much more. It's just everyone loves regular show. My other honorable mention from my childhood, Postman Pat, the original, fucking
Wow.
amazing.
Postman Pat.
I
Let's
dug
think
that
of
shit
something
so
out.
much.
Yeah.
I pretty much grew up on like, CBeebies and Cartoon
Yeah.
Network and shit like that. It's so good. Going into my top 5, number 5 is The Office UK, not US, because I think because it's the original, Ricky Gervais is just funnier, and I think half of the American Office was just dead. Like the whole second half of it was just dog shit. It was a waste.
Oh yeah,
waste of time.
once Michael left, I agree.
Yeah, once Michael left, it was all downhill.
I agree. I actually agree with that. Yeah.
Number 4 pretty much had to be on this list because I don't invest much of my time into shows. Better Call Saul, which is of course the spin-off of Breaking Bad. Most of this show, there was some amazing moments in this show, but for the most part, it's pretty forgettable. But I did enjoy it. It kind of had to be on this list, to be honest. But number 3 is a show called Mr. In Between, which you probably haven't heard of. It's a fantastic sort of crime drama from here in Sydney. It's made by a guy named I think like Scott Ryan or Ryan Scott or something like that. Set here in Sydney, filmed here in Sydney. Amazing storytelling, very, very underrated. I had such a good time watching this show. It's only a few seasons, so you can invest like a day or two of your time into watching this, and it's really good. I love it. Literally, I remember watching this and I was like, "That's Padstow. Like, that's not far from where I live, bro." Very good show. Number 2, we have The Sopranos because yeah, it is 2 now. It used to be 1, but
Wow.
it's 2. Many episodes of this show were very forgettable and like not important, but the main like storyline of this, amazing. Fucking love this show. Amazing performance by James Gandolfini. Rest in peace. It was like 10 years ago he died. Very, very good drama about, you know, the mafia in New Jersey, New York, crossed with, you know, Tony Soprano's family life. And it goes into all this like dreamy shit. It's really cool to watch.
Dream Theory. Like
From
FNAF movie?
FNAF.
Dr-
Hahaha.
Like FNAF, but better because FNAF was a waste of time.
To certain people.
Number 1, I don't know if you guys can guess number 1, but we sort of did a little something about it today, didn't we, guys? It's
Yeah.
Breaking
Mhm.
Bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like a broken record because everyone else says it's the best show, but it's number 1 for a reason. This is a storytelling, cinematic, it's a fucking masterpiece all around. The acting, oh my god, it's brilliant. Every single episode is vital to the story. It was put together. It was written really, really well. And I can't shit on this show at all. It just keeps getting better and better and better until it ends. Like, it's a must watch. It's the number 1 for a good reason. It's deserved. I love it. And it's the only show that I've watched twice. So that's my list.
Okay, now,
Thank you.
Now quickly, everyone else raise their hands if they've seen Breaking Bad.
I've
Say-
seen parts of it. I've seen
Yeah,
a few
man.
episodes of my sister. That's it.
So,
I wouldn't say I watched it, but
and if it's not even in Max's top 5 or honorable mentions,
Which
then
that surprised me.
either you're messed up or he is. But
No, must watch. It just turned 10.
yeah.
The
Wow.
finale was 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
How good is that?
Damn, right on time. But I just want to shout out one more show, even though like I already had 3. Anyone know Brum, the fucking car, the English car? Brum was literally just this English car that just drove around and did stupid shit.
Just drove around like Birmingham or something. That's about it.
It's a great show. It's a great show. I remember having one of the old DVD things that had little handle on it. I used to carry it around. The yellow one. One of those old ones when I was younger. But
Absolutely grew up on British TV shows in the early 2000s.
any
Guys,
final?
literally like
Yeah.
yeah, now that I'm searched up TV shows, I'm realizing there's so many TV shows that I've watched
Okay.
that I could have actually talked about. But
Name
Yeah.
one.
you know what? American Horror Story,
Okay. Well, I was
which
hoping,
I
I was
loved,
hoping,
and I
hoping
had
a
a session
more
obsession with.
out there one.
That is more. That is very normal people. That show just destroyed me and my happiness. Pretty much when I was in year 10.
That's
But
good.
there's just so many honorable mentions that I could have.
What a selling
Whatever. If I
point.
could go back in time. What do you mean? For what?
To
What a
watch
selling point for normal people. Just destroyed you.
Oh,
Nice.
no. Oh,
Let's watch it.
that show. It's just yeah. That's heartbreak after heartbreak in that show. But yeah. So if I could go back in time, I would actually just search up TV shows and actually look at what there is.
I don't know.
But
why I did
I'm
that in the first
still-
place.
My top 2 I still stand with. And a few others as well, but yeah. Anyway,
Fair enough.
whatever.
Well, any other final thoughts from anyone? Anyone thought of a TV show now? As we'll.
In-Betweeners. It's a good one. The British
The
one.
In-Betweeners?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No way.
it's pretty good, I think. It's
I
I
enjoyed
thought
that.
I thought of 2 honorable mentions again. Adventure Time for one. That I don't know. I love that show. It's just funny, so random. And 2, Jonah from Tonga.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
Oh.
I thought you would say that.
that was
Max's
I
one.
thought you'd say that before.
yeah, that I just remembered that, and when I was younger, that we used to watch that a lot. I remember watching
When
it
you
with
were
my
how much
siblings
younger, it didn't come out that long ago, did it?
when I was a bit younger.
He
Oh,
technically,
you make
Um,
it sound like you were like
technically he was a bit
9 when you
younger.
watched it.
He was.
Okay. Well, yesterday I was a bit younger
I
too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
remember watching it with my siblings.
Okay,
And
so does that work?
just so funny. And
Okay. Well,
yeah, those are the two that I thought of.
Very cool.
that's fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it there because we've been filming for an hour and 18 minutes. And Max has work very early tomorrow. And we are so sorry, Max. Actually, I'm not. I was here on time. Once again, we had the Tradie Lager. Any final thoughts on that
Yes.
drink for anyone who didn't scull it in the first minute, which I think was only Luke?
Nothing changed. Whoa.
Yeah, I had a few short sips every now and then. Still very average, but no disrespect. I mean, it's literally the Tradie brand. It's Tradie. Like, you get undies from these people, not beer. But they've only gone and done it.
And deodorant.
And they're
And-
fucking
And
and their fucking
I've
undies
never
always
heard
get
of
me
any of-
chafing.
Thing from the Tradie brand.
Always get me chafing those undies.
They're
Never-
pretty mid, the deodorants. So.
Yeah.
But now
Oh,
they've
is it
gone
just
for
for
the
men?
beer,
Right. Okay, that's
and
why.
you know what? No disrespect. I respect them for that. Yeah,
I mean,
go
I'm
Tradies.
It's good.
surprised
Good.
I didn't do it earlier. And my
Mm.
final thoughts on this is sugary as fuck. Don't drink Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this episode. We'll see you guys next week and midweek and every week. Subscribe because we need more subscribers. We only have 18.
Yes.
Let's push it to 20. How about that? 20 subscribers,
go.
guys. Let's do it.
20 sub special.
20 sub special where we will all stand up next week and film. How about that one?
You just want to stand up, Dorian. You said that last week you want to stand up.
I do want to stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. See yous.